Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jim. Today we're going to be doing 5 more issues of the Hachette's MadMax 74 Falcon XB GT. It's a MadMax edition. It's just like the MadMax car. And it looks like we'll be working on the firewall, the other side of the engine bay, and it looks like the radiator restart on. So with that, model's coming along nicely, and I'll bring you down to the overhead and we'll open these up and get started, okay? Here we go. Okay, let me move these away. Looks like the first one we're going to be doing is issue number 83. Looks like 83 is the firewall. Looks like there's not much to do on this one. You have the firewall, a bracket, some PS14 screws, and a speaker. A speaker or a siren, I'm not sure what it is. Says to bring this over. This is going to sit in here just like so. And the bracket's going to go on it this way. Just like that. And that's held in with 2 PS14 screws. Warm down here in southwest Florida right now. It's like summer. It's 91 degrees, but the feel like temperature is 105. Not very pleasant outside. But that's part of Florida living. And that's all there is to do in that stage. Bring over 84. All right, a little bit to do on this one. Looks like we have a brake booster. This looks like a power window, a wiper motor. Here's a line. Brake master cylinder. It's like the top to that. Okay. Let's see what we're going to do first. First, we're going to take that master cylinder and put the lid on it. It can only go in one way. That was easy. Step 2, we're going to mount it to the booster. Goes in here like so. And that's held in with a PS14 screw from the rear. There. Not tight enough. There. Set that aside. And we're going to bring the firewall over, and this will get mounted. Looks like it goes just like so. With two PS14 screws. All right, that's attached. And we take this fits in this groove right here and into that hole. If my fumbling fingers can get it in there. There. Held in with a PS14 screw. Okay, that's in. Now we take the wiper motor. That seems to go right there like so. And that's held in with a PS11 screw. That's a flange head screw. There you go, that's in. Then we take this line and that just pushes right into here on the booster. It's probably a vacuum line. There you go, that's in. And I think that's all there is. So now we're going to actually put it in the car. Okay. And move some things out of the way. hose is in, okay. Let me turn it around. I gotta put 2 screws in this side. There's one. There's 2. And it shows a cable here. This hose that we just put on here, that goes into a hole in the back of the intake manifold. Like I said, it's a vacuum line. All I gotta do is get it down in there. There. That hose is in. And I think that's all there is to do in this one. Yes. It does show a cable that needs to be hooked up. There, that cable's in. That was a little bit of a chore. All right, now we're going to do 85, which is the other side of the engine compartment. Looks like it's also going to be the strut tower or shock tower on this side. Top of the shock tower. Looks like a reservoir. And a set of horns. There's a pin. I don't want to lose that. All right. Because we're going to take the bottom part of the shock absorber rod. Looks like we're going to mount it right here. And that's going to have a pin. There, pin's pushed in. Set this over here, bring over the inside fender, or turn it over like so. Bring the horns, turn around like this. 2 horns go right there like that. And they're held in with PSO5 screws. 2 of them. One. too. All right, there's the two horns. As they call this, a fluid tank. Take the two halves. And we're going to mount this right here. It's got a locating lug, so you can only put it in one way. That's held in with two PS05 screws. All right, there that goes. Next, it tells us to put this up through here. It's got two locating lugs, so it can only go in and it'll stop once it's in there. And that's held in with a PS11 screw, which is a flange screw. That goes down the top here. There, that's done. Then we're going to take the top of the shock tower. It's got a locating lug here, and it's going to have two screws. Which are PS17. That's two smaller flange screws. That's two. All right, this is coming along pretty cool. Next, they want us to put the spring on this side, just like that. And then we are going to bring this over, stand that up. This is going to go down on top of that. Again, the side's held on with a PS11. There's one. There's two. And here is held in with DS10s times 3. Let's get one in. There's two. There's three. There. That was a little bit of a chore. All right, both wings are in. Engine's in. Wiring's done this in here. All right, I think that's it on this stage. It is. 86 are two smaller parts that go on to two parts that actually go onto the sides here. This is the mark left and right. The wire's up here for now. This goes in here like so, just like that. And that's screwed on the bottom with, like I said, two PS14 screws. Let me flip it up. Looks like that'll complete the inner fenders. All right, there's that one. Let me turn it around and do the other side. Turn it up. There's one. Two. Let me sit it back down. There's these parts on. That's all there is to do in that stage. That was an easy one. 87, our last stage, is going to be starting on the radiator. All right, we have three pieces. There's a screen, a metal screen. One part of the radiator. Okay. Let me get the shroud. Shroud goes on just like that. And that's held in with these PS37 screws. Small flange head screw. All right, I think that's all there is to do. Yep, that's all there is to do in that stage. So there was only one tough stage. And I'm sure, I guess, on the next 5 stages that we get, we'll probably finish the radiator, get it mounted to the, turn the car around. It's getting heavy. I guess we'll get it mounted to the, this way, to the radiator support. And we'll be getting close to working on the body. Until then, I'm going to say thank you for watching. And I will see you on the next update. Love all you guys. Thanks for subscribing, liking, commenting. And with that, I'm going to say peace. I'm out.
See you in the next video. Please like and subscribe.
They forgot about the time when they were young, about the things they did and the songs they sung. But now we got some for both young and old, mama. That's rock and roll. Oh, rock it now, yeah.
Well, my God, we gonna rock around, rock the night.